Now on CoastTV News.
Construction setback. The new Beach Patrol station is facing delays. What it means for summer safety and local response times.
Dredging in OC, how the focus on Assateague Shoal and surrounding channels could reshape your beach experience and marine traffic.
Beat the heat. NOAA and CDC unveil a game-changing heat risk tool just in time for summer.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the coast trying to get ready for the summer.
First, we're going to stop in Rehoboth Beach and get an update on the Beach Patrol station there. Then moving into Ocean City with the dredging work that started today. And if you walk past the Rehoboth Beach Lifeguard Station, you might notice there's a lot going on out there. But the project has hit a slight snag as City continues construction on that $4 million project. Joining us live in Rehoboth Beach is CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert. Charles, the city says it's optimistic it will get back on track.
Maddie, those wooden barriers you see behind me there are part of the reason for this road bump. Now, according to the city, they hit what they're calling hard soil when they were driving those wooden poles into the ground. Now, this is causing the city to regroup a bit, and starting tomorrow, you'll start seeing a crane and a pile driver out here getting those poles into the ground. I spoke with the city this afternoon, and they told me while they say this is a bit of a hassle, they are still optimistic they will get the job done by Memorial Day of 2025.
Any project of this size, things happen. They're not going to go 100% as expected. So there is time contingencies built into it.
So with the site of the old lifeguard station currently being in an active construction zone, you might be wondering where the lifeguards will be located this season. Well, according to the city, they will be in a temporary trailer near Grenoble in the boardwalk, and there will also be temporary bathrooms set up near Lake Avenue, which is about 4 blocks from here. I'm Charles Reiner in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Charles. Here's what's up on deck for that multi-million-dollar lifeguard building. As Charles mentioned, the crane and equipment, that's really key for the remaining pipes. And once more data is received about the placement and depth of the piles, the city says structural engineers and architects will determine if they need more or need to change anything to get exactly what it needs. Once the piles are driven, the concrete foundation can be poured.
And that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know your opinion. How do you think that the Beach Patrol building delay will affect Rehoboth Beach?
Let's take a look at updated results from the last news hour. So far, 57% believe it will be an inconvenience, though 39% say it's a minimal impact. A couple other votes for the other two options there.
Yeah, these options are changing throughout the night. If you haven't voted yet, you still can at coasttv.com or on our mobile app.
Breaking news for the third time this month, the Milford Planet Fitness has been the victim of a bomb threat. Milford police officers are currently at the Milford Plaza location. That's where it was reported. Police say Planet Fitness and other businesses in the area have been evacuated. Right now, the department is working with other law enforcement agencies to clear that whole building to make sure it's safe. This is a developing story. We will be sure to update you as more information becomes available.
More on the effort to increase affordable housing options in Lewis. What we are talking about in this case are what are called ADUs, accessory dwelling units. In some cases, tiny homes. An example of one is what you see on your screen. The Housing Subcommittee will meet to discuss feedback from the Planning Commission about the tiny homes. During the meeting, the subcommittee will draft an ordinance on ADUs, homes, and its regulations. The meeting will take place tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Make a note of this. Long-anticipated paving in Dewey Beach has been pushed back. According to DelDOT, the project has been postponed until the fall. Paving work will take place on the second block of Chesapeake, extending to Bellevue Street and Bayard Avenue. No parking signs will be placed a day before paving starts. Dewey officials want to remind everyone the project is done by DelDOT, not the town. So questions and concerns they ask you direct to that agency.
Some shallow waters in Ocean City are set to get a little deeper in the next few weeks. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe shows us where the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is gearing up for a dredging project.
Longtime Ocean City visitor Kathy DeFrancesco says the Ocean City and Assateague Island waters have gotten too shallow for large boats.
A couple years ago, there was a very large commercial boat that was stuck right out in front of us by the rocks in front of the Assateague Island. and she was stuck out there for several hours, and that boat is no longer in the harbor. It went farther north, so it could get didn't have to deal with the dredging issue and with being stuck.
Luckily, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources says these waterways will be dredged. They are the Assateague Shoal, the Ocean City Inlet, and the junction between the Isle of Wight and inlet channels. I talked to one local in Ocean City who didn't want to appear on camera, but told me that the dredging in the Ocean City Inlet is needed. DeFrancesco says larger boats leaving the area is causing restaurants to lose some seafood products.
The recreational fishermen seem to be upset about it, but the commercial fishermen really need it because they got to be able to get out into the ocean and then get back into the harbor.
I talked to the U.S. Coast Guard, where vessel Merton is supposed to dock to begin dredging, and they told me the vessel has not gotten there yet due to scheduling issues. But they did say when it does get there, it'll take about 2 weeks for the dredging to be completed. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
In traffic news, starting tomorrow, Route 54 will be shut down from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. for road work. The town of Fenwick Island says the work will continue to Wednesday morning. The town says traffic will be directed down Dukes Road to 146th Street in Ocean City to access the highway.
If you drive in Bethany Beach, make a note of this. Bethany is making progress on its bike and walking path on Collins Street. The work will take this whole week there on Collins and last 2 more weeks. Bethany says crews will be working weekdays only.
Railroad maintenance work was slated to start in Dagsboro today. DelDOT says the Delmarva Central Railroad Company is working on the crossing on Main Street. The work is expected to be complete by Thursday at 5 p.m. Crews will be working on Main Street starting at 7 a.m. The work will require lane closures of Main Street at the railroad crossing.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Ocean City. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And you know, this is the kind of a way to kick off the work week where you don't feel so bad about Monday kicking off when it's nice and warm and near record high temperatures and all kinds of glorious sunshine and blue skies, okay? Courtesy of our Tyndall Casual Furniture camera, we're holding at 84 degrees. Even at this hour, we've dropped a few degrees since earlier this afternoon. And we will continue to drop because we have mainly clear skies, light winds, clear skies, but the winds are flowing out of the southwest. So we're not going to quite drop so precipitously necessarily if we were having, let's say, a flow coming out of the north. But we are staying bone dry and clear throughout the entire Delmarva Peninsula for the most part. A little bit of windy conditions for us along the Chesapeake Bay area. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. For tomorrow, we'll start off at 64, jump to 68 by 8 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, 76 degrees. By noon, we're looking at temperatures well into the 80s, and we'll stay there for tomorrow. But we won't stay this way. We'll have more to reveal and peel away as it pertains to your forecast in a moment. Till then, back to you.
Paul, thank you. In Delaware, there is a new proposed law aimed at changing the rules for people on parole and probation. Introduced by Senator Marie Pinckney and House Majority Leader Marissa Minor Brown, the bill is designed to help over 10,000 people who are still under state supervision after finishing their prison sentences. The main goal is to make sure small mistakes aren't punished too harshly and to give officers more freedom to use their judgment. Right now, the bill is waiting to be reviewed further by the Senate Finance Committee.
Another Delaware bill aims to help landlords and tenants understand their rights and responsibilities. Advocates say House Bill 381 requires a special guide to be made by the Delaware Real Estate Commission, which will include all the rules landlords and tenants need to follow. Bill sponsors say this guide will be given to tenants when they start or renew a lease. Advocates say the bill is designed to make renting clearer and fairer for everyone. The bill is currently waiting to be considered by the House.
Do you have trash in Rehoboth? Spring bulk pickup has started. The service is covering the south side, including Schoolview and Scarborough Avenue Extension this week. And the north side area, that's next week. You can leave things out like appliances, TVs, and furniture. Just remember, no commercial waste, no lawn trimmings, no hazardous materials. The city reminds homeowners to set out their bulk waste no more than 24 hours before the scheduled pickup and ensure it's not blocking sidewalks or traffic.
The 33rd annual Spring Fest is coming to Ocean City this Thursday, so here's some important transportation information for you. Since parking in the downtown area is limited, the town says it will offer transportation for the event. According to the town, the Coastal Highway Beach Bus will be operating all day for $4. People can take advantage of the town's park and ride location on Route 50 in West Ocean City. You can park your car there for free and ride the shuttle to Springfest. Special event express shuttle service is also available at the Convention Center on 40th Street.
La Esperanza is a multi-service nonprofit organization that helps the Latino and immigrant communities in Sussex County on their path to stability, integration, and success. They provide legal counsel on immigration cases, transportation, help in enrolling children in school, translation, interpretation, and more. And this year, they received a record number of new U.S. citizens in 10 years, 44 compared to 27 from last year. Bryant Garcia, who has been working at La Esperanza for the past decade, highlighted one of the contributing factors to this increase.
Part of that effort, too, has been educating the community, letting them know that we're here to provide them that support and help them on their journey to become citizens. So I think, at least for us, that's why we've seen an increase. But I also think, there's just people who want to take that step and make the United States their permanent home, and they want to give back and take on the challenges of the responsibilities of a citizen.
For anyone seeking information about U.S. citizenship or the immigration process, you can visit our website, CoastTVnews.com, and learn how you can connect with La Esperanza. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
Still to come, you might be wondering what you're seeing on your screen. Believe it or not, but it's a fish fossil. Discover the prehistoric finds on Assateague Island.
And as more sunshine is expected to shine on us, that's going to translate to higher than usual temps continuing at least for one more day. More about that coming up.
But first, a new heat risk tool has been released just in time for the hottest day of the year so far. We'll let you know how this tool can help you when we're back in just 60 seconds.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Hi, I just had to tell you Valley Casino has partnered with Bet Rivers in Delaware.
We've got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play.
With really fast payouts and a rewards program you'll love!
Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. Is this awkward?
So get ready, casino fans. And Brittany. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino, together in Delaware. Download the app today.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Delmarva felt its first taste of summer today. In fact, the heat reached code orange levels on a new heat risk tool by NOAA and the CDC.
Our meteorologist Alex Seymour shows us more about this new tool and how it can help prepare you for the upcoming full-on summer heat.
Heat radiates off the pavement as a road worker walks along a construction site on Route 1. Today featured the hottest temperatures of the year so far, reaching the mid-80s by midday. This early season heat is having an impact on those that have to work outside in the heat.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It gets bad. You get the sweating everywhere.
Those working in jobs where they are forced to be in the heat for long periods of time are some of the first people impacted by summertime heat. Understanding the risks of heat is vital, as heat is one of the most dangerous weather phenomenon.
Did you know that extreme heat kills more people in the U.S. today than any other weather hazard? That includes hurricanes, floods, tornadoes. Our friends and colleagues at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimate over 1,200 people die from heat-related causes in the U.S. annually.
This is why NOAA has partnered with the CDC to create Heat Risk, a new tool to help people understand the dangers of upcoming heat.
The bottom line is Heat Risk will help people understand what forecast heat means to them and their families. It will provide heat health guidance for decision makers and heat-sensitive populations, and it will add the needed context for people to prepare for heat.
Today's heat reached a code orange risk level on the new heat risk tool, which categorizes heat in 5 levels from code green to code magenta. Code orange means the health risk from the heat could be felt in most people sensitive to heat and those who work in heat-sensitive industries like construction and lawn care. Heat risk takes into account the historical context of the heat. So, for instance, a 90-degree day in April like today won't be categorized as the same as a 90-degree day during the month of July. If you'd like to see your heat risk forecast, be sure to check out my article on CoastTVnews.com for a link to that forecast. I'm meteorologist Alex Seymour in Milton, Coast TV News.
Well, your Gulf forecast has no meteorological bunkers or traps this time around. Get ready to line your drive and put up with no obstacles from Mother Nature. Tons of sunshine and warmer than usual conditions will make for a day in which you'll have no excuses for not finally making that eagle on that par 5. Here are your conditions: mostly sunny, really warm, and in the 80s.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
It's the perfect time to upgrade your vehicle at IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Enjoy remarkable savings with discounts up to $21,000 off Grand Cherokee 4XCs, $10,000 off Ram trucks and Jeep Wranglers, and $9,600 off Dodge Chargers. Explore lease options across our entire inventory, featuring the Wrangler, Compass, and the exhilarating Dodge Hornet all-wheel drive. Discover more at igburton.com or stop by any IG Burton Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram location today in Melford, Smyrna, Newark, or Berlin. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Want to go for a spin? Play the Big Spin Scratch Off. You could win up to $50,000 instantly, or a chance to spin the Big Spin Wheel for up to $250,000.
Don't go another year with that old, outdated bathtub. A beautiful new walk-in shower is only a phone call away. HomeSmart is Delmarva's trusted Kohler Luxstone shower provider. Kohler, the brand you've trusted for 150 years. The Kohler Luxstone shower features a low-entry shower base, durable crushed stone walls, and check out Kohler's innovative recessed shower locker for storage inside the wall. Installed in as little as 1 day, backed by Kohler's lifetime limited warranty. Call now during our triple savings sale and save 3 ways. First, save 60% on installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior and military discounts. And third, receive a $200 Amazon gift card with purchase. Call HomeSmart at 1-800-616-8289. That's 1-800-616-8289.
Washington, D.C. is a mess.
There's no common ground. The left, the right, they're just shouting all the time, and no one's listening.
What a mess.
But now who is going to clean it up?
Republicans and Democrats are arguing all the time, and nothing gets done.
And it shouldn't be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Enough is enough. And it's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate, to be a voice of common sense. I'm Larry Hogan. I approve this message because it's time we stop the partisan BS and get stuff done.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Glorious sunshine. That's what we enjoyed today. Temperatures pushing close to record highs, believe it or not. And we might have another one of those days for Tuesday. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City holding at 62 degrees with the winds out of the southwest at about 7 miles per hour. We will remain clear for the rest of the evening as we settle well into the mid-60s. Now, take a look at how warm we ended up being today. 90 for the high in Easton, 89, Georgetown, 87, Salisbury, and 86 degrees for the high in Ocean City. We are currently all clear. Radar, not a problem. I mean, we have a little bit of breezy conditions near Hooperville, Natticoke, Deal Island, as well as Smith Island. Watching out for about 20 mile per hour winds. But aside from that small little wrinkle in the atmosphere, not a problem. Oh, speaking of wrinkles, here's what's happening in the upper atmosphere as far as the trough is concerned. Sometimes a trough can bring a little rain our way. This time around, it's going to bring maybe a few clouds. I don't see precipitation being a big byproduct of this particular trough. It's not always that way, but it looks like it's going to be that way this time around. 73 and 72 degrees in Rehoboth and Indian River Inlet right now, but it's warmer as you move inland into the 80s. Now, we're about 7 degrees in most cases, the biggest case scenario, as far as how much warmer we are. 89 for the high, but look at this 91. That's actually the record high on this date set in 2017. Our power walk forecast, we're looking for temperatures in the 60s and we'll ride to about 82 degrees by 1 o'clock. Now, it's going to feel a little bit on the muggy side by the time we get into the afternoon. So if you want to avoid the muggies, quote unquote, then be sure you walk before, let's say, 11 o'clock. Get your walk in before that. You see, because the winds are coming out of the southwest, so it's going to stack up that moisture along with the temperatures escalating into, there you go, the 80s. Inland. Now, along the shore, a little bit different. It's wishy-washy along the shore, but still warmer than usual. And then we're looking for Wednesday morning. We'll start off Wednesday afternoon with temperatures in the 70s. Now, Wednesday's not going to be as warm as Tuesday. You see, Tuesday we start off in the 60s. Tuesday afternoon, we are well into the 80s for the most southern portion of our viewing area. Winds are out of the south. Then as we go into, let's say, Wednesday morning, cloudy, and then we just don't get that jump off to really warm up nicely like that. So tonight, 63, mostly clear, but staying warm. But look at this, is 63 degrees. That's crazy warm when you think about it overnight. Brilliant sun for tomorrow, warming up rapidly to 86 degrees. We're going to become a little bit breezy tomorrow, too, with the winds gusting at about 25 miles per hour. Now, Wednesday, a lot cooler, like 20 degrees cooler, but we're still going to be near 70 degrees. Remember, Wednesday's going to be wet and much cooler. You see that drop off from 86 down to 69? We are going to feel this difference from Tuesday to Wednesday. And then we'll bump it back up to the mid-70s by Thursday.
Paul, thank you. The Freeman Arts Pavilion has released more lineups for this summer. Just announced acts include Jerry Seinfeld, yeah, that one, and country star Tyler Hubbard. The foundation says tickets will go on sale this Thursday at 10. Others go on sale Friday at 10 and noon.
The annual spring sidewalk sale is coming back to coastal towns. The Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce says the sale begins this Friday for the 41st annual spring sidewalk sale. The sale will go from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. It ends Sunday, May 5th. The chamber says people can shop for discounts in downtown Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, and along Route 1.
You never know what you'll find at the beach, especially in Assateague. Check this out. According to the National Park Service, this 6-foot-long fish you see here was found at the beach. The fish is protected by hard plates known as scutes, giving it an armor-like appearance. Experts say these living fossils remain largely unchanged for 85 million years. They're kind of fascinating to observe. Park officials want visitors to know it's awesome to see those things, but remember, don't touch dead animals as they carry diseases and parasites that, if I need to say it to you, it's dangerous to humans. We'll be right back.
Hey, hon.
Are you coming to the job site?
No, I'm a little tied up right now.
I thought you had the next one.
I got the next one.
Morris Home Improvement is your local family and veteran-owned exterior renovation contractor, and we strive to provide the highest quality work with exceptional customer service every time. After this, you got the next one.
Okay, I'm on board with that. Gotta go. Fish on. Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morris.
Spring into savings at the car store. Upgrade your relationship with the open road with a quality pre-owned car priced to move with best in market pricing. It's out with the old and in with the newer. Spring into savings. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
When there's work to be done or fun to be had, there's only one place to go to get the truck you need. The Truck Store. And top dollar for your trade and the certified advantage means you'll find the right truck right now. The Truck Store. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
Get ready for 4 days of fun in the sun at SpringFest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, unique artisan products, and more. With over 200 artisan vendors, local food, and enhanced selections of beer and wine, don't miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from May 2nd through the 5th. SpringFest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances, including headliners, The Olivia Show, a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, country music sensation Lauren Elena, and alternative rock band Everclear. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/SpringFest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
The Careers to Classroom initiative at Georgetown Middle School has received over 50 professionals in various fields. All of this to speak to students enrolled in career and technical education classes. And this afternoon, our very own Telemundo Delmarva and Coast TV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman shared with 8th grade students part of what she does on a daily basis.
It's been very helpful trying to find a field that I would be interested in, because I've struggled a lot with trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and it's just been nice to have people come in and share their experiences with their jobs.
Next month, other members of our team will also be speaking to CTE students.
Is that kid serious? I was struggling to figure out what to do with my life as a senior in college and after. Wow, that's mature. Okay, let's take a look right now. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing, right? Dry Tech right now in Ocean City, we're at 62 degrees. Now, keep in mind, we are going to stay in the 60s for the rest of the night with mostly clear skies. And we are staying clear right now with our live radar. By the way, if you want an update on the forecast, give us a call. It's only, if your forecast is just a call away at 443-880-9100, sponsored by Baird, Mandales, Brockstead, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. We're back to another 80-degree day for tomorrow. But get this, if you don't remember anything else, we're going to have a 20-degree difference from Tuesday to Wednesday, okay? And we're going to go from here down to the 50s. So get ready for that cool breeze Wednesday.
Got it, Paul. Thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download the Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.